This was a 1970s home, and you walk in through the front door and you are practically tripping on the staircase here. This is like really poorly designed. The house had about $150,000 worth of work done in the 80s, and they completely skipped doing anything with the staircase. And it's just silly. I mean, this is the front door that these people come in through in nearly a $1 million home every day. And you come up to this really ugly tile, and then the ugly carpet. I'm not making judgments here. And they have a beautiful, beautiful view of the Puget Sound and all the trees and everything around it. And everything's closed in, light isn't moving through, there isn't anything really happening here. And then you start coming into their furniture area here. This area here is set up like that because they have a 22-pound cat, and that's where the cat lives. This is part of the remodel they did earlier with the fireplace and the surrounds and some of the wood. And what I'm doing the whole time is I'm kind of taking this in and I'm looking at supporting characters. What else is happening in this home? This little design detail of these bulkheads here. They're kind of a fun little thing. I like those. I like the way that metal looks. I like the entryway wood that's happening here, the little darker wood that's up here. Just kind of taking this all in. And so I came up with several options, and we looked at several different ways that we could kind of pull that existing staircase completely out of the system and reinvent it within that space. And we came up with, there's just a square little, you could walk up it this way and come that way. We developed a kind of a super winder situation here. And this study here is we're just kind of working through the different options of what kind of stair could fit in that space. And the main thing is we're trying to get away from that front door and that opening. You can see in this area here, the door is here now. The stair is way farther away from where it was. We played with different kinds of things with the kind of railing system and trying to keep it open. Eventually we went with this one, and it's a solid Brazilian cherry, and we used the anti-gray on the tips of the treads, so these people are going to be getting older and they're going to be tripping, and we wanted them to see the edge of the treads here. We wanted to have kind of a craftsman feel, and so we did this sort of like reinvention of the craftsman theme a little bit with the railing system there, where it's very contemporary. The handrail profile is really straight. We introduced some curves into it. Here it is being built in our shop. I did this really fun thing with the caps on the tops of these newels, where they're basically, I did a cast steel caps that go on top of these. You're going to see them in a second right there. And they feel like river rock stones. And this shelf here is for Mario, the 22-pound cat, to sleep on. And basically what I did is I tried to learn as much as I could about the clients as I was going through there, what kind of story is being told with the elements that are around me, and I tried to apply it the best I could with this staircase. And I tell you, I got the phone call the other day that you dream as a designer of getting. Your client calls you and said, my husband and I pulled up chairs and just sat at the top of the stair, and we had a glass of wine and we just stared at it. And we thought about how this changes our whole life inside this house and how it's so cohesive with the other design elements that are happening. And it's like it should have been there the whole time. And they were telling me just how pleased they were and how happy they were as clients. I tell you, nothing really got me more jazzed. It's kind of the whole reason that I started getting into woodworking as opposed to being a chef, is because when you're a chef and you create a great meal for someone and they have a really great experience, it lasts for like 20 minutes, right? When you get to create something like this for someone, the feeling is a lot longer than 20 minutes.